Alright guys, today I'm going to go ahead and sim the season for the Cleveland Browns with Madden 24. So we're going to see how good this team will actually do. Let's get started. Starting off right away, we have week 1 versus Cincinnati Bengals. And I do want to go ahead and just show this off right away. Just because I know whenever people advance, games in Madden or, they do this type of videos. Sometimes they force win games. As you can see, none of these are forced win. I just want to go ahead and say that real fast because, again, like I said, that is something that is a problem with YouTube when it comes to people simming games. But nonetheless, though, let's go ahead and get right into it. So week 1 versus the Bengals. Cleveland, let's see if they can get a W here. It is in Cleveland, and they lose 40-35. That is a awful L. Because their offense did good that game. 35 points. Alright, week 2 versus Pittsburgh. Here we go. This one, if you lose 2, these are 2 divisional games. So starting off the season losing back-to-back, it's not pretty. Let's see how this goes. And they lose again. Scoring a lot of points again. 31 points, and then their defense just gives up 41. 0-2 now, playing the Tennessee Titans. Okay, this could be, the chance for them to come back and maybe have something special happen, and they lose to the Titans. Now, before the bye week, they host the Baltimore Ravens. They're currently 0-3, not feeling confident. Definitely, on the losing end of everything here. But you know what? Season's not over yet. That's all I gotta say. And in this game, they beat the Baltimore Ravens going into their bye week. Okay. Listen. Like I said, the season's not over yet. They're not 0-4. They're 1-3. That definitely does not help that they lost 2 divisional games. But they just won 1 divisional game. So now they play the San Francisco 49ers, who are currently 4-1 on the season. But they are hosting them in Cleveland. So it's very possible they're going to be able to at least do something here, as it is in their house. Let's see if the Dog Pound can get a dub here, and they do. 21-14, okay, 2-3. Listen, not the start you wanted for the season, but now you got to play the 4-2 Indianapolis Colts. This one is in Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson is the quarterback. Let's see if he can get a job done versus a young quarterback. And this would put them at 500 for the year if they can get this job done. And survey says they beat the Colts 44-38. So now they play the 0-6 Seattle Seahawks. 3-3 now on a 3-game winning streak. And for that division, what's that division looking like? That division, they're right there in that division. Obviously, they lost 2 divisional games, but still, they're right there in that division. And another win. 4 wins in a row, this time beating the Seattle Seahawks. Alright, week 9 versus the Arizona Cardinals here. This is a season to talk about. I mean, they started off 0-3. Now they play the 4-4 Cardinals without Kyler Murray, as he probably won't come back to week 10 or week 11. And they smoke the Cardinals. Now they're 5-3 on the year. Talk about a team that was 0-3 to start this year off. And as I said, you know what? You can never count them. You can never count that as the season over. They played the 6-3 Ravens in Baltimore. They beat them in Cleveland. But they beat them in Baltimore too. 6-3. Wow. Okay. Cleveland. I did not expect this. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw 0-3, I really thought, you know what, this is going to be a video where Browns fans are going to be really upset with me. But you know what? They're turning this tide around, and they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers to take over the division. They were 0-3, and now they're taking over the division. They have 1 new injury, though. Who got hurt? Emerson Jr. got hurt. Okay. Listen. Cleveland, you are now heading for the AFC. This is not what I thought this franchise would be. But I will give you props where props are due. They beat the Broncos. Now they're going against the 6-5 Rams. This team was 8. This team was 0-3. This team was 0-3, bro. I don't even know how to fathom what I'm watching right now. I'm just as confused as you guys are watching at home. This is why, again, like I said, I showed you in the beginning video, that these franchises in Madden 24 so far has been absolutely crazy. To say the least, they have been absolutely nuts. That's why I showed you, like, none of these are forced advanced or forced wins. Like, this stuff in Madden 24 so far, I said Madden 23, Madden 24 is crazy. Every franchise I've done so far has been crazy. Nick Chubb broke his tibia. He's out for 22 weeks. Oh my gosh. That is a heartbreaking thing for them. And they still beat the Jags even without Nick Chubb. Excuse me. Even without Nick Chubb, they still beat the Jags. But that's going to be very difficult for their offense to function without having their star running back. And they lose their first game after 10 straight wins to the Bears. And you got to think a lot of that was Nick Chubb going down. I mean, it's going to be hard to replace his value in this offense. And now they play the Texans week 11. And they do win against the Texans week 11. And right now they're fighting for that division tooth and nail with the Bengals. They would have beat the Bears. They would have been right now in control. But now they play the 5-10 Jets. Well, Aaron Rodgers apparently did not work out. And they beat the Jets. And it looks like now they are officially the AFC North champions for the first time ever in the AFC North history. They have never won the AFC North, and they won it today in this franchise. And this is official. The Browns did not win the conference, but they did win the division. Now, of course, as you guys can see, they went 12-5 on the season. So they did lose to the Bengals in the last game of the season, which actually put them in the playoffs with the Ravens. And because the Ravens got in, the Steelers got knocked out of the playoffs. That's interestingly enough. Let's see how good everyone did this year. So, 5,000 yards for Deshaun Watson, 41 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. Holy crap, he had an amazing season. And Nick Chubb, before going down with a season-ending injury, had almost 1,000 yards rushing. Felton was his backup, and he had 505 yards and 2 touchdowns. Amari Cooper, 1,300. Okay. And then the rookie... Wait, where's the rookie at? Right here. He didn't have any catches this year. That's kind of surprising. Alright, Myles Garrett led the team with 17.5 sacks. He was an absolute animal, to say the least. Did Deshaun Watson, he was the #1 offense, right? Did he win MVP? 1st offense, 7th defense. And no, Deshaun came in 4th for MVP award. That's kind of crazy. I expected him to win the MVP there. Alright, playoff time, guys. Ravens versus Browns. The Ravens lost both times this year. Got season swept by the Browns. So the Browns here trying to make history for the first time ever, beating the Ravens 3 times in a season. Again, like I said, they have never done that, and this would be the first time, but they do not have Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is out for the season, so this is definitely going to be interesting because I feel like if Nick Chubb doesn't go down for the season, they win the conference. They get the first round bye, and they don't have to play this game, at all. But now they do because of the fact they lost the running back. So far, not a bad game for this offense. I got to give them props. They're actually playing pretty dang good. It's definitely noticeable, and they lose the first game. I was going to say it's very noticeable that they're missing one piece of the puzzle there. And again, that piece of the puzzle was Nick Chubb. And it sucks, and it is football, and injuries are a thing of football. And it really does suck because, like, they easily there, probably, in my opinion, could have been a Super Bowl team if Nick Chubb isn't down with injury. But they also lost Demetric Felton in Week 17. They lost both their running backs at the end of the season. They lost Nick Chubb for the season, and then they lost Felton with a torn pectoral muscle out for 27 weeks. What just happened in this franchise to the Cleveland Browns? They just lost both of their running backs for the season right before the playoffs. That's sad. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.